Previously, at Club Vexx.
You're not as subtle as you think you know. Only one. Ever got my prototype CyberLens implant, and that's you. I recognized your cybernetic signature the moment you were in proximity of my train.
Don't worry, Bin Bin, just hitching a ride. I might leave everything the way I found it this time.
You assume I'm going to let you leave this time. I'm well aware of the bounty on your head, Vexx. Your cybernetics alone would fetch me a great sum of credits.
I'm told you're the one to talk to if I need landing codes one isn't exactly authorized to have.
And you presume I'm just giving those away like they are VIP passes to my club?
I've got the credits. Enough to expand your club beyond this slum of an asteroid. And can provide Mandalorian support in your favor.
Now you've got my attention, darling. And who, might I ask, is making such a bold request to approach Vexy anyways?
Name's Vax. Balin Vax of Clan Ordo.
The plans have been acquired. We will need weapons and your best soldiers. We will also need a ship.
Hello, darling. We have unfinished business and it's best not to discuss it over holo. You know what I'm here for and who I represent, babes. I've got a proposition that I think you'll find quite intriguing. Meet me and the Crown at the summit I have arranged. The details will be sent to your holopad. See you then, darling.
The Underworld's most notorious leaders gathered at the Imperial Ishani embassy, tension filling the air. As they took their seats, Captain Susan Light stood at the head of the room, greeting them with a stiff and formal grace, keeping her composure in the presence of the Underworld's finest and deadliest figures.
Welcome, everyone. If you would all please take a seat. First, allow me to introduce myself. I am Captain Light of the Imperial Outreach Division. I am here with my superior, Colonel Zelena. Together, we would like to welcome you all for this historic summit. It is a great honor for us that this facility was chosen to host such an auspicious occasion. For those that are unaware, Colonel Zelena and I are stationed here at the Imperial Embassy on Eshan, working as Imperial diplomatic representatives to the Achani. Most of you are probably wondering why this summit is being held at an Imperial facility, since most of you don't have any affiliation to the Empire. In recent months, this facility has experienced several cutbacks, where some of the funding and resources has been reallocated to other projects and facilities that the Empire has deemed more critical. In order to ensure that this facility continues to operate smoothly with limit disruptions, Colonel Zelena and I concluded we must seek outside support. Captain Vexx, whom I am forever grateful to, heard the call and has offered her assistance. In appreciation of the new partnership, I have asked Vexy what I can do. Which brings us to now. This site was chosen for several reasons. 1, because of its location, that it's remote but not too far in terms of travel. 2, this facility is highly secure and has more than enough adequate defenses in the event some third parties would try to interfere with this summit. And 3, it's being hosted at an Imperial embassy, which is probably the last place any adversaries you have would look. I will now turn you over to Captain Vexx, who will lead this summit. Thank you.
The Crimson Captain, Countess Vexx, entered the room with a commanding presence, her scarlet hair flowing as she moved. Without hesitation, she dropped into a chair, leaned back, and threw her boots onto the table, crossing them confidently. Lighting her favorite death stick, inhaling a slow puff, her cybernetic lens gleaming as it scanned about the table.
Let's get right to business, shall we? After all, I'm a busy woman, as I'm sure you all can understand. But where are my manners? I think proper introductions are in order, darlings. Hello again, darling. After the roaring success of our grand Underworld auction, I think it's time we kick things up a notch.
I could not agree more. Countess Vexx, Captain of the notorious Crimson Crown, leader of the Underworld Alliance. Have you learned nothing from your past? Allow me to remind you exactly who you left behind, darling.